stood out in the crowd, was a little too loud, but that's why we love her. She's not like other girls, she could have conquered the world until you broke her down. Are you happy now that she's on the ground? And do you realize the words you say are bruises that you're hating now? That you brought her down, and she's thinking that she won't fit in 'cause you said something's wrong with her.
Bullying, as it said on the paper, can be cyber, it can be mental, physical, emotional. Either way, it hurts a lot. I've been through cyber and emotional, should I say. They both hurt, and they both break you either way. And I'm a writer on Quizzaz, and people have been saying things like, I asked people to share the stories, to speak out about it. One girl said everyone on Facebook can put a status and people start calling her names. The adults get involved, but nothing has helped. People verbally abuse another girl and say she worships the devil because she supports gay rights. Just your basic cyber and face-to-face bully story. Another girl going to not so much bullying, but how it can be taken in the wrong way, said, I have a point too. It's about the cyber bullies and not the people bullying them. Sometimes it's just easy to class bullies as bullies. But sometimes, if you look deeper, there is more to it than that. On Quizzaz, sometimes someone rating your story 3 stars can get blown out of proportion. Before you get involved, which you shouldn't need to do anyway, unless it involves you directly, you need to know the full story from both people's eyes, the bully and the bullied. It annoys me how a small comment, possibly meant in a joking way, gets picked at so much. The hate groups disgust me completely. I've come across around 8 today alone. That just sickens me. It sickens me so much. The same girl who just put the last point out put, sometimes constructive criticism, like the pace of your story could be improved, can be spread around as someone being nasty, when really all they're doing is trying to help. There's a difference between criticism and hate, and I think some people need to learn that they are 2 different things. Also, people do need to be careful as well when they're suggesting improvements. People need to make sure they don't sound nasty or vindictive, but helpful comments that state a way to become a better writer. She also said, I actually think everyone could step forward and talk about a time they were bullied, online or face to face. And that's terrible. No one should be able to say, I've been bullied, as the world progresses. It just invents more ways for people to hurt others. And it's sick. Why would you want to make someone cry? Surely, true bullies must know this is what they do to people. It's easy enough to say, ignore it and it will go away. But it doesn't work. It never works. Once you've been bullied, it will never go away. Not completely. The girl who was getting bullied for supporting gay rights. But another comment, share, whatever you want to call it. The way I look at the phrase, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt, it makes me mad. I say, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words tear my heart. I hate when people are just like, suck it up, it'll get better. Here, in this society, people are brutal. They will believe any rumour. With me and my friends supporting gay rights, they think we get together and worship the devil. All because of one person saying that. My friend was crushed. She joined in on bullying us. That's how serious it will get. People will do anything in this ridiculous society. It makes me sick. That's why, when I'm older, I don't give a stuff what kind of trouble I'll get in. I'm protesting. I'll do whatever it takes to put an end to this era of our society. Even if the President, or Prime Minister, or MP makes it illegal. Does that do anything? No. It's like making drugs illegal. Does that stop making a druggie? No. We have to take this bullying strongly and seriously. My point is, it can hurt, no matter what. I've gone through emotional, as I've said. Like, when it's cyber, it could be someone you know, but you don't know it's them. It could be someone in your class, someone who was your friend, someone who just doesn't like you, and they can use it against you. Like, my form, I can tell who's got what personality. I can tell what they're like. Behind a screen, you don't know what people are like. It's all. It can be the smallest thing. I came across a hate group earlier, and a girl was saying that she'd been bullied by this one girl, so she made a hate group for this girl. That's being a bully back. You shouldn't need to be. You should tell someone you trust, and I know this gets told to every single person. Tell someone you trust, whether it be a friend, whether it be an adult, a sister, a parent, as I said, whoever. It could be a cyber mentor, it could be a mentor. Like, this year at school, this is probably the best example I can give off the top of my head. This year we got a new head of year. On the first day of school back, when I joined year 9, I had something thrown at my head, causing me to go into a concussion. My mum was absolutely furious and rang up the school. The new head of year we had that year tried his best to do everything, and he still is. He asked one of the girls, who was the main one at that point, to have a meeting with him. So she did, and she denied absolutely everything. But he followed her, and she went back to all of the other girls, and they were all sniggering and laughing that he believed her, that he's stupid for believing her, blah 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 blah. He's cracked down on it so much. He's given me a new room where I'm meant to go at lunchtimes. I still have to suffer with my form at mornings, but that's fine, I just take my iPod. And every teacher's moved me next to my friend, except for my science teacher, but he's given up because the boy I sat next to, who doesn't even know me, was saying all of these stupid things. Like, oh, you're a mute. Wow, do you know anything? Do you even have a brain? Wow, you're just a stupid fucking little accent, posh little twit, but in a most horrible way. And it was those little things which hurt me. He didn't even know me. I absolutely hate bullying, and I'll do anything to stop it. It can go from any age range. Don't just think it's teenagers. Going back to personal experiences, and this is the only way I can really describe it, I've been bullied since I've been 6 years old. For the smallest things. It used to be about my weight. It used to be about how I spoke. It used to be how my grandmother had died. It used to be about my parents. Anything. It annoyed me so much and it hurt me. The weight things didn't stop. When I was 8, I was called an Oompa Loompa on a daily basis. Because I'm short. I wasn't overweight. But I stopped eating. I cut down my portions. And after a point, I stopped eating completely. I didn't eat for 3 months, 4 months, even 5. And I've been in and out of that eating disorder since, because of people bullying me up about my weight. The smallest thing, like a comment, "Oh, you're so fat, you're not as much of a skinny little thing as everyone else," that can trigger me. In PE, I feel like all of the girls are staring at me. That can trigger me. People don't know what you've been through. They don't know the story behind your face. Maybe I could rephrase that. They don't know your entire story. They'll know your name, but they don't know your story. Flattest and bluntest way of putting it. People are harsh. People judge for no reason. It's horrible, and it needs to stop. I know some songs, and I've done this personally in drama class. We were having to do a little thing about bullying once, and this is more off the topic of cyberbullying. We were doing a anti-bullying scene, and I got put in a group with 3 bullies. And there was one victim, and the main bully wanted to be the victim of a bullied, as you could say. And the teacher told her to sit down, and everyone's just like, "Well, you're too loud to be a victim anyway." And everyone's just like, "Jackie should be it." So I'm just like, well, I don't want to be it. But in the end, I ended up being it. And I asked the teacher at the end of that lesson if I could perform a song. And it happened to be Mean by Taylor Swift. And I looked directly at the girls who were nasty to me. And everyone else did too. They looked frankly terrified and embarrassed. Revenge shouldn't be used, but when karma comes around, it'll hit them hard. That was my own little version of karma. Everyone else can deal with it differently. Everyone else has their own protective shell, I guess you could put it. People can be extremely insecure, and they can come off as loud, as proud, whatever. And I've seen this, and I've been this. And it can be behind a screen. It can be in reality. Either way, they should have their own escape. Thank you for watching.
Are you happy now? He likes